Hi everyone. Good morning. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Let's start meditation. Meanwhile, people will join. Sit straight. Close your eyes and focus on your breathing.
Take a deep breath and exhale. Slowly, very slowly, open your eyes. Hi everyone, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening to all.
How are you all?
Great, sir. What about you?
Great, sir.
Great, sir.
Great,
I am
sir.
always great. uh, yes. Okay, so how many of you have started seeing the changes in your life after joining in my class? How many of you have started seeing the changes in your life after joining in my class? Almost everyone. Okay, thank you. And some of the new people, I think you have not seen a lot of sessions. Okay, so you started working, right? Something, you started doing something in your day and you started feeling happy, correct?
Yes,
Hmm,
sir.
Yes, sir.
yes. And it's a normal thing for me to change the people. Why? I know the in and out of the person. I started doing a research about human beings from past 4.5 years, and I started reading whatever it comes to my mind. If I feel very curious to read something, then I started reading about it and understanding the human perspective in a holistic way. Holistic way. Okay, in multiple dimensions, not in one direction or not in one dimension, multiple dimensions. And then I feel like it's very easy. If they started giving me the opportunity to change the people, I can change the people within fraction of months. I can change the people and give them the hope in their life to do something big, which they have never imagined their life. Agree? Do you agree with my words? How many of you? Mm. I have the power to change the people's lives, right? Yes, thank you. Okay, then. Today we'll see some kind of life transformation presentation. Old people, those who have attended to my previous session, don't worry. As you already know that some of the things you already know, but obviously I'm going to tell the different stories, different examples, and completely everything is going to be different only. The slides are going to be same, but nothing is in the slides. Everything is in my mind. Okay. Uh-huh. So what I want you guys is give your next 1 hour 15 minutes to me. Next 1 hour 15 minutes to me. Whatever it happens outside doesn't matter to you. If you are experiencing an internet issue, take someone's help and then connect to their hotspot and Wi-Fi and then listen to the class. Don't miss the class at any cost. And this is live session and you should not miss it. Okay. I hope you have notes and pen with you. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So why we are the way we are? Okay. The why we are the way we are. I'm going to tell the reasons and the root cause of every of your problem. If you can understand today's presentation and implement what I'm going to share from today onwards, your life will never be the same again. Not your communication, your life will never be the same again. If you really understand what I'm going to share and then implement whatever I'm going to suggest, then your life will be at different level. And the day when I understood this knowledge, I never looked back again in my life. The day when I got to know about this knowledge, I never looked back again in my life. And then I thought, why no one has taught me these things when I was young? If I would have known these things, by this time I would have become richest man and millionaire or billionaire. But it's okay. When you are ready, your teacher appears. And up to that time, you should always scan and look for your guru or teacher. The moment when he appear, the guru has the power to dispel the darkness from your life. And now I am going to remove the darkness from your life. So for whatever which is accumulated by your own self or by the society or by the education system, by whoever it is who directly or indirectly influenced you. Okay. Super excited. Are you
Yes,
ready?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
Yes. Okay,
Yes, sir.
then let's start without further delay. What I'm going to tell today is about your brain. The most sophisticated complex structure on the world itself. And as the people says, the entire universe is in your mind. And if you have the entire universe in the mind, then why can't we know everything what is there in the world and universe? Today I'm going to tell you. But one thing, this is the part one. This is the part one of hardware perspective. So recently I have explained last two presentations software perspective because I'm a software engineer. That's why I took the first software. But as you all know that I come from mechanical background, I am very much fascinated with the hardware also. When you understand the hardware and software, then only you will be able to get the clear picture. And without software, hardware may not be that much efficient, and with vice versa. So that's the reason I come up today with a hardware perspective of your brain. And last time we have seen first presentation is cognitive distortions. And previous to that, I have explained about subconscious mind. And then I have talked about optimism. These are three software related presentations. All are software related. And this is going to be hardware. And next three presentations, what I'm going to talk about also hardware presentations only. And if you can connect hardware and software, then your life will be great. And today is the fundamentals to the neuropsychology. I am going to talk about your brain, and I am going to talk about certain parts in your brain, what they are responsible for. And if you understand what is happening in your brain, then you can take control, right? Then you can take control over it. But you are not knowing now what is happening in your brain, and you are not able to take care of anything in your life. And that's why people are started saying nothing is in my control. How things will be in your control when you don't know what is happening inside? The moment when you know what is happening inside, then you have a high chance of controlling everything in your life. So let me start. And today presentation is neuropsychology presentation, where I am going to talk about neuroanatomy. Neuroanatomy nothing but the brain parts and what brain part is responsible for what action and what functionality and what exactly happening in your brain nowadays. That's why you are having no hopes in your life and why you are not getting the jobs and why are you not able to improve your communication skills? Why are you not able to clear interviews or whatever is your problem? It doesn't matter. Between 16 to 80 years, anybody can relate to my presentation today, what I'm going to tell. And everyone's life is going to change if you really focus and pay attention to this particular presentation. And with that, let me start. Yeah, just wait. Let me arrange your videos. So today's presentation is about neuropsychology, but it's not about psychology. Psychology we have already discussed previous sessions. Today is all about neuroscience, and that is neuroanatomy, the brain. We are going to see how is your brain and what is happening in your brain and all. So very important, very interesting, and very fundamental to all our upcoming presentations. If you understand this, then only you will be able to understand the future presentations, what I am going to build on top of this. Okay. So yeah. So we are going to talk about human brain. As I said, human brain is the most complex structure on the entire world. And lot of times, if you see, there are a lot of science has started evolved from past 100 years ago. But scientists and the researchers get to know about now recently from past 20 years only they start understanding the brain more. Previously, everything was assumption. They used to assume about the brain and understand something, they misunderstood a lot of things and misassumption, a lot of things. But recently, because of the technology, because of fMRI, MRI scans and all, people started observing the brain when it is functioning itself. Previous to that, we don't have such kind of great technologies. Due to that, we can't understand the brain that much. People used to assume. But now, because of this great technology, we can see what is happening in your brain when you are doing something. So that's why people got to know more about the brain in the last 20 years only. Previous to that, a lot of people used to have a lot of different myths around the brain and all. So with the latest science and with the latest studies, what I have gone through, I'm going to share that knowledge to you today. And first understand human brain is the most complex structure on the entire world. And on average, the human brain weighs around 1.3 to 1.4 kilograms, an adult, grown adult human being. Okay, so this is the brain, just features, okay, specifications. Whenever you buy the mobile, you always see, right, what is the weight and what is the size and all. So that's why I'm giving you just basic hardware features, okay, hardware features. And then if you see the brain, you have a left brain and right brain. Left brain and right brain. We call the brains as a hemispheres. Okay, left hemisphere and right hemisphere. So whenever you see left hemisphere is always control. Okay, the entire left brain is control your right side of the body. Okay, whatever from here to complete right side of the body is controlled by your left brain, and whereas right brain controls entire left side of the body. So when it comes to left side of the brain, left side, whenever you are using the left side more, then you are mostly of a creative thinker. Okay, you will become a more creative thinker. And left hemisphere is typically associated with the language development, whatever now you are practicing English language, right? So because of your left brain only, you are able to learn and improve your languages. And if you have already learned one language, then it is easy to learn other language also. Why? Because there is an area called Broca's. There is an area called in your brain Broca's is responsible for your language development. And if that is there, then you are able to learn language. If you can able to learn one language, then you can able to learn any language also. Okay, that's the one thing. Left side of your brain is responsible for language development. And then whereas the right hemisphere of your brain is responsible for your creativity and spatial awareness. Spatial awareness nothing but sometimes when you just started playing one game of rotating, okay, just you started rotating, and then after some time you don't know where you are, you fall down, right? You miss the balance. Okay, you miss the balance. The spatial nothing but you are able to figure it out where is the east side and north side and left and right. You are able to figure it out in your mind. That is called spatial. Spatial nothing but according to the coordinates and all able to figure it out where you are currently. Okay, so these are all things taken care by your right hemisphere of your brain, right hemisphere of your brain. So the more, if you use more left side of your body parts, then your right side of brain gets activated. If you use your more of left, right side of your body, then left hemisphere of brain is going to get activated. So that this is the basic understanding of the brain. And then let's move further. If you want to understand the brain, you should understand the neurons, because neurons are the ones, by combination of neurons only brain will be formed. So neurons, what exactly neurons are? Like in our brain, we have a 86 billion neurons. Okay, approximately 86 billion neurons. How much? 1 billion equal to 10 to the power of 9. 10 to the power of 9 is a 1 billion. 10 to the power of 6 is a 1 million. 10 to the power of 6 is a million. And 10 to the power of 12 is a trillion. Trillion. Okay. So you have 86 billion neurons. What is the current population of the entire world?
7 billion.
Nearly 132 crore. 130
World.
world. Okay.
Around approximately 8 billion. Okay. 8 billion. 8 billion. And we have a brain neurons, 86 billion neurons. 86. That's why people say entire universe is in your brain itself. Okay. Entire universe. So that many number of neurons are there in your brain. Okay. And everyone, Anna, almost you and me and everyone have the same number of neurons. Then why I became the trainer and why you became the student? Okay, I'll tell you. These are all the things. How exactly the difference between you and me? What exactly the difference is? The why exactly we are so different from each other? Why everyone is different? As you know that no human beings have the same pupil, right? That iris, and no human beings have the same fingerprints and all. In the same way, no human being on the earth will have same number of and same connections in the brain neurons. Okay, same connections in the brain neurons. We may have the same number of neurons, but the connections between the neurons are not going to be the same. And then understand here, this is the structure. Okay, if you go and zoom your brain, this is the fundamental level of your brain, where you can see this all the dotted things and all called neurons. Okay, and one neuron is being connected with the other neuron. One neuron, think that my right hand and left hand, these are two neurons, A neuron and B neuron, both are connected by synapse. Okay, both are connected by the synapses. If you see this image here, one neuron is there and other neuron, both are connected by the synapse nothing but my fingers. Okay, my palms are neurons and fingers are the synapses. Okay, so one more thing, understand here. As I said, 1 trillion equal to 10 to the power of 12, and we have 1 trillion synapses. And on average, one neuron will have 1,000 synapses. Means one palm, how we have 5 fingers. In the same way, one neuron will have around 1,000 synapses. Okay, and then what will happen is these synapses will connect with other synapse of the neuron. Okay, one synapses of the neuron will connect with the other synapse of the neuron, and one how they connect is not by physically. Okay, if you see my fingers, they are all physically connected. No, they are not physically connected. There is some gap between one neuron, the other one synapse and other synapse. The synapse between one synapse, okay, the gap is going to be filled by the neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitters, nothing but the chemicals. Chemicals will pass from one neuron to the other neuron, and then only the communication happen between one neuron and other neuron. Why we need to have a communication between the neurons? Now I am speaking because of my neurons. If there is no connection between neurons, then I am not able to speak. If I ask you to speak in Telugu, you are able to speak in Telugu because neuron connection formed between the your brain, and that language has developed in the neural network level. But if I ask you to speak English, then you may not be that much fluent. Why? Because the connections between the two neurons are not that much stronger. Because of that only, you are not able to speak a language fluently the way you used to use speak your native language. So the moment when the connections are formed, then you can have any skill. How skill will be developed is the moment when your connections are get stronger, then only the skill will develop. The more you practice, the more the strength and will become between the both neurons, and then you become better in that particular skill. Getting synapse and neurons and the brain. 1 minute. So as I said, the communication between neurons happens through synapses only. And then, as I said, the connections happens through neurotransmitters. Okay. Understand here. If you can do something in your life, every time, whatever you are doing, the neurons are getting connected. Anything, even you are doing bad thing or good thing also, your neurons getting started connecting. And the more you use Instagram and all, what will happen? The connections become stronger and stronger. Initially, you used to feel difficult to use Instagram, and now without even your mind, you will open the Instagram without even thinking also. That is the power of practice and skill. Okay. If you do anything repeatedly in the back end at hardware level, the connections between the neurons get strengthened and stronger and stronger. If the connection is so strong, then that skill become easy. Any skill it is. And if you really wanted to improve your communication skills, then what you should think is you should make the connection between your neurons should be stronger. Once it becomes stronger, then anything is possible. That is the power of your brain. And only thing is you should do it by your mind, by consciousness. If you can do it, then nothing is going to be impossible. As you know, you and me have same number of neurons, and only the difference is how the neurons got connected is different. And how your neurons got connected is with the daily serials and Instagram reels and post and all the funny related things. And my mind is connected completely with a different information and content. That's the only thing. And if you can change it, then you can also become someone else greater than what you are currently. And that I'm going to tell. This is not what my presentation is. Okay, this is not at all. Just I'm giving you the basic features about your brain, what it is. But the real functionality is different. And that is going to start now. Are you ready? You got just basic overview of brain and what is the weight and neurons count and all. That is a hardware features. But the functionality is going to be coming in our upcoming slides. Okay. Do you know who is Neanderthals? Have you heard this word anytime?
No, sir.
By looking at this image, can you guess?
Forefathers like that. We are from
Ancestors.
ancestors.
Okay. It's not exactly ancestors, but the people used to live in the caves, cavemans. Early age mans, we read, right? They used to look like a monkeys and all. We have studied in our social when we were child. And there used to be one image also how man has evolved from the monkey to current human being. You have that image, right? So early human beings, we call them as a Neanderthals. And now listen to the story. If you understand this story, then you will understand everything about the presentation. Are you with me? Are getting confused? No? Yeah. Give your full
No,
attention here.
Rakesh.
Yeah. Neanderthals, the early age people, okay, early mans. What happened exactly is these people used to stay in the forest and jungles around 10,000 years back or million years back, but previously also around 500 years back also these people used to stay in the caves, and there are no cities and metropolitan, nothing, no BHK, 2 BHK, 3 BHK flats and apartment, nothing. They used to stay in the caves. And at the time, we used to be a very weakest animal. We are also animals, and we were the weakest animals at that time. And every animal have some power. Like if you are in the jungle and if any cheetah comes, then who is more powerful? Cheetah, right? And elephant and snake, whoever it is, most of the animals are more powerful than the human animal. And to survive, now if you see, every animal has certain kind of great boon from the god. The snakes have the venom to protect themselves, okay, and cheetah has the great ability to fast, run fast. And when it comes to elephant, they have a very big size, so they can protect themselves, and they have a very big tusk, and with that they can able to fight. And different animals have the honks and different mechanism to survive and to sustain from the dangers. But whereas the human beings were the most vulnerable beings, very weakest people, very weakest human being, animals. And God, they were like not able to survive in that difficult situation. Why? Because every time you are constantly threatened by, surrounded by the threat. And you never knows when cheetah comes or when snake comes and when, bear comes or anything. And it's very difficult to survive and sustain during that period of time for a human being. And God has given one great gift. He given one boon to us. I will tell what is that boon is going to be. And with that, we were able to survive during that time. And then over the period of time, what exactly happened is we started getting smarter and smarter and becoming more intelligent and started ruling everything on the planet. And now we are the boss to every animal and everything. Everything is in our control now. But during the days, we were very vulnerable human beings and very vulnerable animals. But what exactly God has given to us as a boon, and what is that area called as in our brain, and how we became more intelligent and more smarter in our life? I am going to reveal those things in our next slides. See, what exactly the main difference between animals and us is this area called prefrontal cortex. Okay, now most of the animals and we have some similar structure in terms of brain. Okay, but what made us different from the animals and the human beings is this area called prefrontal cortex. This is the forebrain. If you see behind your forehead, there is a brain area called prefrontal cortex. That is recently evolved brain. This is the recently evolved brain. It was very smaller during the days when the people used to stay in the cave time, right? It was very smaller in size. As we started evolving and evolving, and then this area started getting bigger and bigger. The bigger it became, the more smarter we started becoming. Okay, so what exactly this area is responsible for is, it is the CEO of your brain. It takes care of every functionality of your brain. It operates. Okay, what is the CEO? Chief Executive Officer. He is the one who will control of everything happening in your body and your brain. Why? It is only to us, not to any human being, not any to other animals, only to human beings. This area is developed over the millions of years. It developed, not one day within overnight. It not developed. It developed over the millions of years because people started thinking. At that time they used to live and then normally, and then they started thinking, they started inventing the fire and then wheel and the engines and transportation and buildings they started doing. The more they started thinking, the more this area started getting developed and bigger, becoming bigger and bigger. Okay, and then this area, responds for behavior. Whenever you're born, right, in your mind, in your brain, this area is very limited, very small. As you grow and as you become adult, this area gets bigger and bigger. Okay, that's why a lot of kids don't know how to behave in certain way. The behavior only comes when it comes to when it started, becoming better and better, and when it started growing. And it is very small till the age of 15, 16, 17, even 30 also. Certain people, even though they are adult, but still they don't know how to behave and how to do the things. Why? Their area not yet developed, their prefrontal cortex not yet developed. Okay, and then it is most responsible for your attention also. Okay, whenever you are doing something and whenever you are learning something, right, you read for some time, 30 minutes in a book, and after that you lose your attention and you don't want to focus, and then you just simply lose your, concentration. This area is responsible for attention also, means to ability to focus on some work for long span. Okay, and also this is responsible for working memory. Suppose you are reading something and your ability to remember what you are reading is completely takes care by your prefrontal cortex only. Working memory is nothing but simple. If you have, if you are, signing up to any app, and then there is a 6-digit OTP, and then by looking at one time, and if you can able to remember for the next 2-3 seconds and type it, right, if you can do that, then your working memory is very high, because working memory means on the spot memory. Whatever you are seeing and able to register, that is called as a working memory. And this area called, this prefrontal cortex is responsible for that part also. Okay, and social behavior, how to behave with the people, having interpersonal skills, everything comes under this prefrontal cortex only. How to behave with a group of people, and how to attend to the interviews, and how to join to these online classes and all, comes under this prefrontal cortex only. And if it is developed only, that's why you are able to do these things. If I take third year, third year student, or first class student or third class student, then they are not able to sit like you, and they are not able to sit properly and write like you, right? So why? Because this is not yet developed in them, and they don't know how to be in a society, how to be with a group of people, and how to deal with the people and all. It's very, difficult for them, because this area is not yet developed in them. And surprisingly, nowadays I am seeing a lot of grown people also, adult people also, not yet having this brain area. Okay, that's why they behave like animals. Okay, that's why they behave like animals. I'll tell these things and all in upcoming. Everything is going to connect to you only. Okay, yeah. And then when it comes to learning and adapting to the different situations, also take care by this area only. Learning something new and adapting to the new situations and environment is also going to be taken care by this prefrontal cortex only. Okay, and then when it comes to goal setting, goal setting. And recently I asked, what is your 5 years goal? And a lot of people don't even have the goal after 2 years or 1 year also. If you are not having the goal means then this area is not yet developed in your mind. Okay, remember, your brain has not yet evolved. And why it is not yet evolved, I will tell you in future slides. Okay. Okay, so you understand, right? And also decision making and your planning and your future things and all comes under this area only. If this area is becoming bigger and grown, then only you will be able to do lot of things which are all important for your life, and you are succeed in your life. So the success level depends on how your brain neurons got connected in your prefrontal cortex. That will decide your success. Everything is going to be programmed by your prefrontal cortex for good things. If you are not knowing how to just make the connections between neurons in your prefrontal cortex, then you are not going to be successful. You will be just going to be one more animal on the planet, not the human being, not intelligent human being. So the biggest reason, as I said, the difference between humans and to us is this area only, prefrontal cortex. And if itself is not developed, then what is the difference between you and the animal? No difference, same. What exactly made us to be same like animals? And what God has given us the gift, not this is the gift to us, okay, not this is the gift to human beings. It's something evolved after we started surviving. But when we were in the confusion of survival itself, there was a one more area in our brain which saved our lives. Because of that area only now we are alive. But during that time it was the great boon, but nowadays it's a big curse, a bane. Because whatever our great ancestors have worked towards to make us intelligent, we became so intelligent. Now these app builders, the apps are making you again animal, not human. And why? Because they know the back end science of brain and psychology, and they are using very effectively all the movies and all the apps and social media platforms and all. Again, it took us nearly millions years to develop this brain part called prefrontal cortex to overcome that animal brain. And now what these intelligent people are doing is again they are making us animals with their intelligence. And you are thinking that you are enjoying your life. No, you are becoming one more animal on the planet. And it's a worst bad thing to the humanity. And I am going to tell what is that boon and how it became bane in our next slide. So the area called Amygdala is the God gift, which is the one, what it will do is always look for the threaten threats. It always scans for the dangers. And every time, whenever it detects something unusual, it immediately send you the signal and will make you to just be alert and then save from the situation. So just goes back to the millions years ago, 1,000 years ago, 10,000 years ago, when you used to stay in the caves. Suddenly you saw somewhere the bushes started moving. Immediately what your mind will tell, then run, because some snake is there which is inside, hiding in between bushes, or some tiger is going to attack you. Just immediately run. And at that time, if you use your prefrontal cortex, okay, let me decide whether it is a Venus snake or normal snake, or it's a friendly snake. Let me decide and then run. If by that time the snake or tiger will come and kill you, or you will die. You have no time. You should instantaneously, instinctively, you should act on the situation. Otherwise, you will die. That's what, right? When you are watching any reel, they will make you more and more interesting, and suddenly something will come and you will just throw away your mobile, right? You throw away or you get threatened and you feel scared. What area is doing that is your this amygdala only. It feels like something is going to attack you, and then it will immediately make you alert and run away. You are listening to my presentation with this much patience and with this much attention. Now suddenly something has happened in your neighbor, something has happened, any disaster, earthquake, or any fire or something, or something in your room itself, some snake entered. Now what will you do? Immediately you will run away, right? Okay, let me see the recording of Rakesh sir, but now let me save my life. So what will make you to behave like that is this area of your brain only. Okay, and this what exactly it's a boon is because it always makes you very alert about your life and always save you from the danger. Okay, and it always process the information which is related to dangers and threat, and it always tries to save you. And it's a great, right? And it is saving us in a lot of areas, and because of that only we are alive now. But but How many times you are in a deathful situations? Very hardly. Now, where are the snakes? Are you living in any area where the snakes are available around you? No, right? You hardly see somewhere in a once in a year or twice in a year. If you are staying in villages, you may see frequently, but generally. Okay. Yeah. And this is the area which immediately triggers your emotions. You get terrified, right? Immediately when you see any danger, then immediately you get a fear and you get anxious and you get a sweat and you get panic and you will become more negative and you get anger also. And this area is responsible for your emotional processing. Immediately triggers certain emotion. Either you get panic, either you get anger, either you get whatever it is. Different emotions it process. Okay. And it immediately take charge of everything. Why? Because suppose one dog is started chasing you, and then at the time you need a superpower to escape from the dog, and you see how whenever you see yourself when dog is chasing you, how fast you will run. Getting? Why? Because this area will take control of every organ of your body and gives the superpower. Now we are in a dangerous situation. You should run faster than the dog, otherwise dog is going to kill us. And then what it will do, it will use the entire energy what is present in your body and send the signal to each and every muscle in your body, saying that now stand up and then run faster as much as you can. And that's where you start feeling a lot of heartbeat. And once your heart is started beating, means it is pumping more blood and more energy to all the body parts. With that you will be able to run faster than your usual. Okay, that's why you are able to save yourself whenever you are in danger, right? If we don't have this kind of system, if we don't have this automatic system, suddenly when your amygdala get activated whenever there is a danger, immediately takes charge of every body part. Then that's why only it will send more signals to brain, heart, that now we have a danger, send high blood to all the body parts, then take the more oxygen with heavy breathing, and all with that you will get a superpower energy, and then you run from that situation and then you will save your life. This is the area which controls every of your body parts whenever it detects any danger, whenever it detects any threat. Okay. So far it's great, right? It's doing a lot of great things to us, and because of this because of our quick ability to make our decision without wasting our 1 second also, that's why only we saved our life in a lot of deathful situations. But the same everything has changed, but what it is doing in our biology has not changed. Okay. Now also what it will do, it every time thinks that there is a danger. It is there, still it is there. Now we don't need that much this area in our nowadays, but still it is there. As the prefrontal cortex started growing and growing, it stopped growing, but it is very small. It looks like an almond shape. Okay, it looks like an almond shape, and it takes care of entire your body. And we call this particular area called amygdala, or monkey brain, or lizard brain. We call it as a lizard brain also. So why exactly we are calling it as a lizard brain, monkey brain, and emotional brain and all, I will tell you. Okay. Yeah. So understand here, if you understand this particular image, then you can understand everything in your life, and what is happening also you'll get to know in your life, what exactly you're suffering with in your life also. So if you see, as I've shown, this area is a prefrontal cortex, right? In the previous diagram, this is the prefrontal cortex area. If you see, this is the eye. Okay, we have eye, and whatever you see, suppose you have seen any snake. Okay, you have seen any snake, and then what exactly happens is, this is a snake. You have seen one snake, and the moment when this snake you see with your eyes, the information will goes to one area called thalamus in your brain. Okay, thalamus. And what this thalamus will do, the same information, by by duplicating the same information, it send one copy to prefrontal cortex, and it will send the same copy to the amygdala at a time. But as you see the diagram, the distance between thalamus and the amygdala is very less. So as you know, the speed and time and distance, when the distance is less, and it will reach faster, right? So the information, whatever passes to amygdala reaches first, and then whatever it goes to prefrontal cortex reaches a little bit late, after a few seconds or minutes. So understand now what exactly happened. You have seen one snake, and then suddenly that make you to feel terrified and run away from that. So what exactly amygdala will do? It has a three functionalities. Okay, one is flight. Flight, nothing but run away from the situation. Jump, run away from the situation. And fight, you can just go and then kill the snake. That is the one option. And then freeze. Sometimes you get into consciousness, no unconsciousness, get into coma. Okay, you don't know how to react, and then suddenly you get terrified more, and the more you terrified, then immediately you lose your consciousness and you will fall down, right? So you have a three option. This will decide any one thing based on its own situation. Okay, so now you have seen the snake, and then the information passes to amygdala, and amygdala role is to scan for the danger and make you to survive. Then immediately run away from that place, be thinking that it's a snake. And then the same information passes little slow to the prefrontal cortex. After that, you started thinking what is that snake is all about and what it is. And then after 1 minute, after you fearful and then started running away, then you will start looking at the snake and then think that it's a just normal toy, not the real snake. Getting? And you got to know that it's not real snake, it's just a toy. And same thing, when you are walking on the road, suddenly the roadside there was a bush and it started moving. And what will happen? Immediately you will get run away and jump from that place, right? You think that it is going to be snake. And then after that, when you look back, it was just because of breeze, the bush was moved and there was nothing else. And then you feel, oh, it's normal. Like that, every time it constantly scans for the dangers and then it makes you, save you. In the same way, what exactly happens is now, if I ask you to speak in English in front of the people on the stage, then to your amygdala, it's a danger. To your amygdala, it feels it's a danger. Then what it will do is that incident, whatever it started thinking, right? That amygdala feels like it's danger. And then it feel, I'm not going to do. That's why you get either panic whenever you want to speak in front of the public, you get the panicness, or else you get frozen. Either you want to speak or either you want to go away from that situation. And most of the time, what we do, we run away from the place. We always escape and avoid the situations, and we don't want to do. And whenever you are doing something for the first time, fear is inevitable and mistakes are inevitable. And there is no one who without mistakes can't improve, because when they are doing for the first time, mistakes are part and parcel of your learning. But because of this amygdala, we feel like everything, whatever we do new, and whenever we talk to the new people, whenever we try to do something new, every time it feels like it's difficult and danger for it. And the moment it feels it's a danger, then the kind of behavior what you'll get, either you run away from the situation, either you get frozen. But if you can give the control to your prefrontal cortex, it will decide what is right and what is wrong. Your amygdala doesn't know what is right or wrong. It only knows how to save you. That's it. And every time, whenever you do something new, your amygdala feels like you are in the danger. You are in the danger situation. And whenever your amygdala feels like you are in a dangerous situation, then it always feels to protect you. And why we are so addicted to social media, porn and food and sleep and procrastination and all goes back to the days when we were in the caves. For us, eating the biryani was the luxurious thing. And you never knows when you will get your next meal. If you want to get your next meal, you have to again go and fight with the tiger and then kill one animal and bring the food back. That was the kind of system we used to live in, so in the past. And at that time, whenever you get a food after killing your animal, killed a goat and then you brought it, and you and your family members, your partner started eating in the cave. And there is no what you will become after 5 years, what will you become after 3 years and all. For you, you never knows what will happen next moment itself. And when you are in that situation, when you don't know what will happen your next moment, would you think about saving your food? No, right? You feel like, I got this food, let me eat whatever the amount I can eat now, I can eat now itself. And then let me get the energy and power. Clear? And now you have a partner, and you never knows when you are going to have the love with your partner, and you feel like now itself is the time for you to have the love and sex with your partner, and you will take care of that. And you never think after 1 year, after 2 years, we'll plan the kids and all. Doesn't to them, because they never knows whether they will leave next moment or not. And in the same way, for them, the entertainment is something very luxurious thing for them, food and sleep. And you are sleeping in now 2 BHK apartment with a full of security guards and all. But at that time, there was no security guards and all. And in the sleep itself, you may die. For them, sleep was the most luxurious thing. And that's why they feel sleeping was the most costliest thing they can afford. And food was the shelter and partner and whatever the drinking and all, like high calorie food and all. Okay, high calorie alcohol, food and cigarettes, everything, whatever you name it, that was so luxurious at the time. They can't afford in their life. but now everything is in your at the fingertips now, and everything has changed, but the brain part is still there, right? It feels like again that you never know whether you will survive tomorrow or not. Now itself eat the chicken biryani, even you are feeling like full, but still eat more, some more. And you never knows that whether you will survive or tomorrow night. Today itself sleep 10 hours or 15 hours. Again you slept, again sleep afternoon also. And you started opening the Instagram and started feeling pleasure, and you never knows whether you will survive tomorrow or not. Today itself use for 10 hours Instagram. The same brain which is running your life. And now everybody using prefrontal cortex, and you started using amygdala, animal brain, you will become animal, not human. That's why you are not getting the chances in where humans works. And that's where the problem comes in your life. Why? Because we became who we are because of our prefrontal cortex. But now what is happening with the intelligent people? They are changing you from using prefrontal cortex to amygdala. That's why you always get emotionally connected to the cinema stars and movie stars and cricketers and became their fans by not knowing how much you are wasting your time and energy and life itself. And people knows those superstars and all knows how to control their amygdala and all. That's why if there is a tomorrow match, they keep their wife in the room and they go and for practice and then they play the match. And you are the person who put everything aside and start watching their match. And they are the people, they don't even watch their own movies on first day, first show, but you will put everything aside and go and watch the first show, first movie. Why? Because you are operating at the animal brain, not at the human brain. And when you are always constantly operating your life with a human brain, then how will you become a human being? And how can you expect the society should be very good and very, kind hearted and helpful and safe and secure? It is never going to happen. And why? For you animals, they feel like whenever they see any girl or any boy, they feel like this itself I should do something, otherwise I am not going to do something. And that's why for you it looks like when you're watching a television news and think that how can you do like that and how can she do like that and all. But you are also doing the same thing at a lesser level, not at that much extreme, but you are doing at a lesser level. But if you continues to do like that, then one day you will also do like them only. There is no difference. Why? Because you stopped using your main human brain and you started using always animal brain, and how can you expect that you will become a more human? And yesterday in morning batch, we have seen one particular TEDx video where it mentioned like ice cream philosophy versus candle philosophy. Ice cream is amygdala, candle is prefrontal cortex. If you can control yourself and come out of the temptations of lust and hunger and angry and all, whatever the moods you go through, then you are going to become the great jnani. Right? If you can control yourself, you have a party today night and tomorrow you have exam. If you can sacrifice that party, it's okay, I will enjoy after some time. If you can tell to your brain that no to that particular event, then your life would have been something else. But for you, you don't want to miss any fun because for you, you are a caveman, right? You never know whether you live tomorrow or not. You will feel like today night itself is the last day for you, like that. And every time when you are doing like that, then where is the success? Where is the achievement? Where is the consistency? Where is the determination, commitment, goals, long-term plans? For animals, do they think, oh, I should save some money, I should save some food for next 5 years and 10 years? Nothing. They will eat as much as you provide, unless until it feels full and completely full. Getting it right? So this is what happening in your brain. Who is running your brain is your amygdala, your monkey brain, your animal brain. And then when you are operating by the animal brain, and animal's brain is okay. If you are animal, you would have been very successful with this animal brain itself. But unfortunately, you are operating with animal brain being a human being, and that's the reason you started having this many problems in your life, because you are not using your own human brain, which is there for you to save your life and plan accordingly, make you to discipline and do something in your life. But unfortunately, and remember one thing, if you are not using prefrontal cortex, then it gets hurt and then it stop working. Okay, if you are not using it, then what it will do, okay, this man only loves his amygdala only, and then let him use what whenever he that only, and I don't want to work, and then it stops working. Then once it stops working, what happens, to you? If you want to study also, you can't focus because focus and attention is in the control of your prefrontal cortex, and that is not going to happen. Even if you want to remember something also, you are not able to remember because that is in your control. And if you want to plan for next 1 year also, nothing is going to happen. Why? Everything is in the control in the CEO brain. And you know how it is. CEO is the owner of the building, and then Amygdala is a watchman. And if you are giving more priority to the watchman than the owner of the building, then what will owner will do? Like just he'll throw you and kick you out of the building, right? What watchman is there to save and stop anybody who is coming, whoever is a something threat for you. But this security guard doesn't know what is good and what is bad. It always feel like whoever comes is danger only, and it will stop everyone. And then whenever there's opportunity for you also, you're not, your amygdala is not letting you. Like simple interviews. Interviews is a panic thing for your amygdala. It feels like danger, and then it stops you to not to attend to the interview itself. And you are sitting inside the building thinking that why I am not able to go to interviews itself. Your security guard itself is stopping everything at the gate level itself. Then how somebody enters and comes to and reach to you and talk to you and get your appointment? And that is what happening in your life in a layman terms, in a general day-to-day life situations. Okay. Yeah. So 1 minute. Yeah. So now let's go little more deeper into the brain, and we have understood prefrontal cortex, what is amygdala, and I just want to show you something. Okay, look at my cursor. 1 minute, let me draw. As you know, this is a prefrontal cortex. It is responsible for your CEO, logical brain, rational thinking, decisions, your personality, your planning, and everything taken care by the CEO of your brain, prefrontal cortex. And then this is the amygdala. Okay, amygdala always constantly scans for dangers, and it is responsible for fight, flight, and freeze behavior. Okay, and there is an area called the hippocampus. Okay, memory. So whatever you are going to remember is all taken care by your memory. Whatever the past things, right? If you know whatever you learned in the when you are child and whatever happened in your life, everything will be going to be taken care by your hippocampus. Hippocampus is the area. It's like a memory card, which will save all the information about each and everything from your past. Okay, so whatever you have experienced and whatever your experiences, memories, and childhood things, and whatever it is, everything is going to be stored under this memory called hippocampus. Okay, and whereas this hypothalamus, okay, yes, hypothalamus is a hormonal kind of area where it's a chemical factory. Okay, think that hypothalamus is a chemical factory in your brain which produces the chemicals, the chemicals which are really like hormones, whatever the hormones which release in your body, right? Those are all completely generated by your hypothalamus. And whenever you feel angry or sad or anxious, depressed, and all, there is some chemical in the back end is responsible. That chemicals releases in your body, and then you feel sleepy. Okay, sometimes you feel sleepy, right? There is some chemical which is released in your brain. Because of that only you feel sleepy. Some chemical is releasing in your body. That's why you feel appetite, means hunger. Okay, extreme hunger called as appetite. Okay, and all the emotional responses, like you get anger and you get frustrated and you get some different things and all, because of this chemical only. So if you see this amygdala, red color, amygdala will completely take charge of this particular, all the brain parts and areas of your brain will take control, and then it sends immediately all the signals to your brain to take care of your life. Okay, so 1 minute. Got it? Mm. These are the basic difference. I'll explain more about these things. Okay, so understand one more thing here. Inside your prefrontal cortex only, prefrontal cortex area is very big, and inside that we have one more area called subpart of prefrontal cortex is a anterior cingulate mid, anterior mid cingulate cortex. Okay, so what exactly this area is? It's a pain processing and tolerance. Okay, waking up early in the morning is a painful thing. Okay, waking up early in the morning at 4 o'clock, 4:30 is a painful thing. Taking the cold water bath is a painful thing. Okay, and eating the rich guard or bitter guard is a painful thing. And eating a sweet is not painful, and eating watching mobile, not painful thing, and using Instagram is not painful thing. But whenever you are doing a painful things, that all comes takes care by your anterior cingulate mid, mid cortex. Okay, so this area is under one part of prefrontal cortex only. So what exactly happens is this is response for your motivation. Suppose you wanted to do something, you want to get the job within next 6 months, and you decided that you wanted to decide a schedule one thing and started working hard and waking up early and then working on your communication skills and technical skills, and you want to change your life and lifestyle and you started doing it. The more you do hard things, the better it becomes. Okay, the bigger it becomes, this area becomes. The more you do easy things and fun things using Instagram, social media, and taking always fun and always rich food and all, this area gets smaller and smaller. The moment when it gets smaller, then you lose the willpower. So willpower is a power, your ability to do something whatever it is. Okay, as I said, I always say I conquered my sleep and food and lust in my life. Okay, in the past I always used to feel like how can I wake up at the morning 4:30, but now I can wake up even 2 o'clock also if I wanted, because I conquered my sleep. Why? Because in my brain area, if you scan this area is bigger. Okay, I'm assuming because I've studied more, so I know the reason why I'm able to do. And now I can control my emotions and temptations towards anything, lust or food or alcohol, anything. I used to drink, but now I don't drink. I used to eat a lot of outside food, but now I don't eat. I used to flirt with so many girls, but now I don't. Why? Because I just stopped because of this willpower. I got that control over everything and I can control my temptations. Why? Because of this area started becoming bigger and bigger, and now I have the power to control a lot of things in my day-to-day activities. And if you are not able to, then just start doing one thing at a time, one thing at a time. Then this area gets bigger. Once it becomes bigger, then everything will be in your control, and you can control anything. If you are feeling sleepy, then immediately next second you can make yourself out of sleep. If you are feeling horny, you can next moment you can make yourself out of horny. And if you are feeling hungry, you can make yourself come out of hungriness when this area gets bigger. And how this area gets bigger? Doing something which you don't like to do or which you don't want to do, but still you are doing it. Means doing difficult things which are good for you. Doing difficult things which are good for you. The moment when you started doing such things, then this area gets bigger. And the moment when it gets bigger, then it will take care of your life, because it's a CEO, right? It's a CEO of your brain. It takes care of planning, decision, behavior, attitude, and actions, everything. Okay, so, and now I understand explain what exactly prefrontal cortex and what exactly the amygdala, and who is controlling your brain. And based on that only your life outcomes and your life experiences will be depends. As I said, this rational decision maker is nothing but your, 1 minute, let me take the pen. Yeah, this rational decision maker is nothing but your prefrontal cortex. Okay, prefrontal cortex. And this instant gratification monkey is your amygdala. It always want easy and fun things. It always lives in the present moment, and it doesn't want to care about your future, doesn't want to care about your past, about your failures and all. It only thinks that now let me enjoy, that's it. And if your life wheel is running by your this monkey, then your life will be always in danger. Your future will be always in danger. And whenever your life is controlled by your CEO of your brain, then it will always think very good. That's why if you see, there is always conflict. You want to wake up early, but you don't want. You know that waking up early is a good thing for you, and your CEO brain tells like, Rakesh, wake up early morning, you can study well and you can do something. But this monkey tells, now this bed is so comfortable and let me sleep 5 more minutes, and then you snooze alarm. Ah, and if you are like that, then your brain is operating by your monkey. In my case, what I do, if I wake up at 4 o'clock, I completely come out of the bed within 1 minute itself and come out and just do something whatever interesting. And monkey feels like this man is always going against me, and then it stop working sometimes, and always gives the control to the CEO itself. And that's why my life is in more of my control. And what about your life? Is it in your control? Or who is controlling your life? Social media apps, or you are controlling social media apps, or your social media apps are controlling you? Decide. And if you don't want to, then okay, what will happen? Nothing is going to happen. In the past, people used to have security jobs and maid works and cleaning works and some kind of driver works and all. But because of technology, those jobs are also completely eliminated by the robots and all the self-drive cars and technology. And then where will you earn the money? Nowhere. Nobody is going to take you also. You will become a animal. Now you see animals right outside, they will roam everywhere wherever they want. And some people are kind people, they will put some food and they will give some shelter. Some people immediately throw them out of their house. So this is what is going to happen in the future within next 20 years. Whether you believe it me or not, now we are recording this session. After 20 years, you just see what is going to be happen if you don't take charge of your life. Okay, yeah. Then now you understood, like, sorry, 1 minute. So now you understand that most of your life is running by that animal brain only. I know, because my life also used to run by that animal brain and monkey brain only. But I want to take charge of my life, because with that animal brain, I'm not going to achieve big in my life. I can't do anything in my life, and I'm not going to improve my communication skills and my level, my status, my financial situation. Nothing is going to change if I give access to my amygdala. And how to decelerate, how to less activated, because in that time we were used to stay in the jungles. At that time that activation is needed, but now we are not surrounded by the dangers and the threats. Right now we are in very safe and secure environment. Okay, but how you can reduce that activation of amygdala? Okay. How to reduce that is something I will tell you, the techniques and tips. Okay, tips what I use in my life to come out of that monkey mind to human mind. Okay, so first is a mindfulness meditation, which we all do every day before our class, right? Every 5 minutes I ask you to do. Why? Because I am trying to change you from animal to human in the first 5 minutes. Don't think wrong. Generally, I'm saying, okay, example. Okay, you're a very good human beings, I know, but general examples I'm saying. Okay, so mindfulness meditation. The moment when I am asking you to take a deep breaths and all, why? Because your brainstem is directly connected to your prefrontal cortex, and the moment when you're taking a deep breath consciously, then it immediately activates. It's like a turning on the switch to your prefrontal cortex. That's why you will give your 1 hour time to me to listen what I'm saying. Otherwise, what will happen? With the next 1 moment, your amygdala says, yeah, why you listen this man class? You go and watch some movie and do play cricket or watch something and enjoy your life. Why are you wasting your 1 hour time in this man? This man looks very young and he doesn't know how to dress and how to groom, and what he knows, he is just 25 years old, and he, without knowing, he resigned his job, and you are going to waste your time and all. That is what your amygdala tells. But if I can bring that amygdala to prefrontal cortex, then you will feel like, okay, this man something has learned something in the 25 year itself, and is sharing some great knowledge which I have never known in my life. This man is trying to do with his pure intention to change my life. Let me change my life. That thoughts will come into your brain. Then you will change. That's why mindfulness meditation is very needed. Be mindful of. I'll tell you how to do, and we are already doing it. And but I will tell you the techniques in upcoming sessions. Okay. So that's the first step to decelerate. The moment when you do meditation or mindfulness, mindfulness, then your amygdala will get reduced, activation of amygdala reduced, and then activation of prefrontal cortex increases. Then right, the benefits of prefrontal cortex. What are all things happens in your prefrontal cortex? Okay, and as I said, deep breathing and relaxation techniques also will be part of. That's why I asked you to take a deep breath and exhale and focus on your breathing and all. Helps you to activate your prefrontal cortex and deactivate your amygdala. Okay. Yeah. And then next, physical activities. Okay, physical activities are going to be one thing, and other one is a cognitive restructuring, nothing but journaling. Okay, journaling, putting down your thoughts. I'm asking you to write down watch something and write down something, and whatever you're feeling and what is the feedback of the class and how are you feeling and all comes under this cognitive restructuring, nothing but putting your thoughts on the paper. Okay, putting your thoughts on the paper. And then cognitive, right, cognitive, nothing but thoughts. And recently I've seen what thoughts we are getting, cognitive distortion, nothing but faults in your thinking, and restructuring them means reshaping your negative thinking to positive thinking, called as a cognitive restructuring. And with our previous presentation, I've already explained how to change your negative thoughts to positive thoughts, and that also will help you to activate your prefrontal cortex and deactivate your amygdala. And then physical activities, as I said, entire brain controls your every organ of every body part of your every organ of your body. Then if you are not moving any of your body part, then your brain gets inactive, and the moment when it gets inactive, then you don't have enough focus and attention to focus for next 1 hour, 1.5 hour in this kind of classes. And every time you will only have a very short span of attention, and you don't want to focus for a long time. And whenever you are having very short span, that is the sure short recipe for your failure, because nowadays you can't learn something very important with having very limited amount of attention and concentration. You need to have a very big, because already you are seeing heavy competition. If you are somebody who will always sleepy after reading just 10 minutes, then you will never going to get what you want. So physical activities are very much needed in your life to activate your prefrontal cortex. I'll show you in a future classes how exactly prefrontal cortex and physical activities are interlinked and how you can restructure. But now start implementing your physical activities, do something in your life, and that is going to change your mindset. And that's why I go to gym, even though how much tight schedule I have from morning 4:30 to night 11:30. Still, I always find 1 hour time in my busy schedule. Still, I go and do exercise and come back because I know the value of this. And now knowing is different and doing is different. Even worst thing is doctors know these things, but they themselves don't do these things. And they also go through lot of problems, even though they know all the science behind, but knowing will not help you, doing will help you. And that's why nowadays I'm becoming better than the doctors. People who are coming with the mental issues also, I'm helping them and curing them. People who are not knowing what to do also, I'm helping them. Why? Because I know I'm better than the doctor, because doctor knows, but I know how to do the things also. That's why I'm more powerful than the people whom you feel like more talented or qualified. Reason is I know the scientific reasons, I apply them in my life and see the results also. So make sure that you write the feedbacks whenever I ask you to do, and then include physical activities in your day. How much busy also make sure, because at the end your brain is very important for you. Without brain you can't do anything. If your brain is going to get inactive and going to dull and lazy, your life will be a very difficult to survive in the future. That's why nowadays suicide cases are increasing, and a lot of people are not feeling satisfied with any of the things. They are not getting the pleasure out of the life anymore, and then they feel like there is no hope in the life and they are committing suicide. But if you know these things and what is happening in your brain, then you can easily control what is happening in your life also. Okay. And then healthy lifestyle habits, waking up early and reading the books and doing the meditation and listening to podcast and having the healthy discussions with the like-minded people, joining to this kind of classes, and all comes under healthy lifestyle. Sleeping on time, cutting down the mobile, and eating healthy food and cutting down the junk food comes under healthy lifestyle habits. And this you should implement in your life, then only your life will be very happy and peaceful. Otherwise your life is going to be a little bit more of imbalanced. Okay. Social support, like you are joining in this class, right? That comes under social support. You are being with the people who are all positive and who are all ready to help you and take care of your life. So find such kind of positive environment, find positive group of people. And even it's okay that you are paying money also, but definitely losing your life is much more painful thing, right, than paying some money to be part of these kind of groups. Okay. So this is what I just want to tell you about the, I can tell you 100 things, but as you should think of now with your prefrontal cortex what is happening. I have given the direction of thinking. Now it's up to you how deeply you are going to think is completely in your hand. I can talk for next 10 days also on this topic, but I have given you the principles and guidelines and how to think and all. Now you should think what brain you are using in your life and how your life is getting spoiled and why no one taught these things to you. And my sincere request to you, everyone, is as a first sign of change, please rename your full names in your WhatsApp, okay, in Instagram also. Don't have unnecessary things. Your name should have some brand. Your name should have some value. Don't add I'm MSD fan and Allu Arjun fan and Virat Kohli fan and all. I know you are a big fans, but are they giving any money to you? Why are you being ambassadors to them by not getting any single rupee? Don't have, create your own brand. Don't be in a puppet in the hands of any celebrities and superstars and all. Be your own star. And don't keep, if I'm seeing anybody's bio in Instagram in our WhatsApp names, and you are not fit for my class. Remember, I am telling you one thing. So far you are living your life without knowing how to take care of your life and all. But now after knowing all these things, still if you are going with the same, then you are always going to be animal, not human. Okay. So then this is the time for you to stop something which you are feeling like you are doing unnecessarily. Okay. And this is the time for you to change. The change should start from now itself. And rename your name to full name. Why your parents has given to you and why your surname is there, give your full name. Okay. And then tell that how great the name is. And don't add someone else's name. They don't even know that you are existing on this planet. You are dying for them. Why are you dying? Why are you killing yourself? Why are you killing your ambitions and parents? And it's okay, you have killed your parents' ambitions, but why are you killing your future generation ambitions as well? It's just create the brand around your name. That's what the life is all about. Why you born here? Why the name is given to you? The name should have some legacy, right? The name should have some, great story behind it. Create that story. Create that story behind your name, and don't be fan. Okay, admire them for the great hard work which they did. Admire them, show some respect, but don't give away your life towards someone else success. And this is what happening around us. What is the need for you to watch someone else's life when it is being telecasted in a big bus and something else? How foolish it is, how animals we are. And we are people are making them celebrities. What they did they give a single rupee to you? No, right? Then why you are voting them and promoting them and putting the status and all? Are they helping you in any direction? No, right? Are you getting any money or any benefits, any something society changing? No, right? Simple, they lived their life and they are enjoying their life by unnecessary things, and you are watching them as if discipline, consistency you are maintaining in such kind of things without missing even single day also. You create your own, otherwise no use. And lot of people, what they don't tell when they become successful is that is easy to be successful, but what they feel like is your celebrities, what you call it as a gods in your life. Are they saying you that okay, don't be my fans, you can also be celebrity like me? Are they saying like this? No, right? They don't want one less rascal in their celebrities fans list. They want you to be there, then only they'll become celebrities, otherwise they'll become normal people like you and me. And without us they are zero. And they knows that they want to be emotionally full, they want you to be emotionally full, and that's why they create certain movies and they show, they do 100 bad things and they show one good thing, and then you feel like my hero is a god. How fool it is. Wake up to the reality, wake up to the reality, come out of that kind of mindset and thinking process. It's okay, a lot of your friends are doing that, it's okay, they are not joining my class, that's why they are doing still. But there should be English therapy mark on your life. Once you become my student, the way you lead your life should be always directed by the English therapy rules and regulations in your life. Then you will never have fear about losing the job and losing health and nothing. Everything you feel in your control, in your hand. That's the power I gained with my consistency and with my way of behavior and lifestyle. And now I'm saying that it's easy for me, you can also do it like that, I'm saying. But if you feel like no, I can't do these things, it's possible to you only, then what I can do? I can't do anything from my end, I just ignore. But with the experience of 4.5 years, I transformed so many people's lives. They transformed completely and changed their way of thinking and life. And now it's your turn. Just follow me blindly. I will take you to the place where you have never imagined your life. And with that new perspective, with a new idea of life and with a new idea of world, you can lead the life, because 99% of the people around us living like that. As I said, animal brain and all. If you can get that 1% of thought process and change, then where is the competition for you? Where is the competition for you? No competition at all. You are not understanding at the top level, you are always in the bottom level and thinking everybody is doing like that, and you think that there are a lot of people are as your competitors. But on the top level there is no competition at all. It's you versus you, that's it. Okay, and let's have a quiz on whatever I have shared. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay then. 1 minute. Approximately how many neurons we have in our brain?
86.
86 billion.
86 billion.
86 billion.
86 billion neurons. Okay, great. And what are the other names of amygdala?
Monkey brain,
Monkey
lizard
brain.
brain,
Lizard brain.
Limbic brain
Animal
also.
brain.
Limbic also. Okay. So lizard brain, monkey brain, and lizard brain. Animal brain. Okay. Instant gratification brain also. Okay. And approximately weight of the human brain.
1.3 to 1.4 kilograms.
1.2.
1.3 to 1.4.
Superb. And which part of the brain is responsible for your rational thinking?
prefrontal cortex,
Prefrontal
prefrontal cortex.
What is the other name of
Prefrontal.
prefrontal cortex?
That's
Frontal.
the CEO of the brain.
And it's a human brain. This is what this makes us who we are. Okay. Great then. Thank you so much for your patience, for your listening, and I hope you got what exactly my intention is to bring awareness in your life. And with this new awareness, now onwards, take care of your life. Please mute anyone who is not. Yeah, take care of your life. I am there to help you. Okay, to change. This is the part one. Okay, you have to see the diamonds in the future class. Okay, that will completely blow your mind. Okay, but unfortunately, every time I am coming to this and stopping and then again repeating the same. But this time I have enough new students, and then next Saturday I'm going to take one more session which is repeated. Okay, which I have already taken. But old people, please don't reveal any title to the people. Okay, so and you also don't know what exactly that is to be. But after next Saturday, okay, because next Friday is going to be my last day in a company, so I have some little bit of other works to take care of, notice period related things, and I'll taking care of all the documents and all. And that's why I'm going to give the same presentation which I already know, but next upcoming Saturday session, right? Not next Saturday, next Saturday in the December month. Okay, that is going to be the my dream project. Means whatever I have been working so far, recently I got to know some knowledge that has completely shaken my mind, and that itself has changed. When I'm reading itself, I decided to do something in my life and resign my job. Okay, and that's how it has helped me to do something which beyond my imagination also. So that knowledge really going to be helpful for you in a lot of areas. And this is the part one, is the fundamentals of everything what I'm going to take in the future. But it's a main root cause of every problem of yours. Along with it, there are some other things also there where which are really making our lives much more difficult, and why we are. And you want to do a lot of things in your life, you really knows that if you work hard you can change your life, but why are you not able to work hard? What is it? What is stopping you? And that's where I got to know a lot of mind-blowing answers to my research, and that is going to come in next presentations. Now onwards, every presentation is going to be something out of your mind. Okay, so got it right now, what exactly happening in your life, and who is controlling your life, and what is the root cause of your present situation, and what exactly you should do to change your life and all. Now you have the answers for everything. And with this understanding, I'm expecting change in your life. I have changed my life. Okay, if you go and talk to my friends who knows me till BTech third year, they can't believe me now what I'm doing now. It's 100% change. Some of you already know, some I have explained a lot of times my past. I used to spend every time to watch movies and cricket and play cricket and flirt with whoever person comes, and every time I used to spend and drinking and going to parties and enjoyment and all. That was the kind of person I was. But now it's different story. What has changed? The day when I got to know about this knowledge, then I want to be a more human, and I want to do something in my life being a human being. And then I started doing. Initially I feel a little bit difficult, but I am single-mindedly focused that even if I die in this process, I'm going to die, but I want to die as a warrior, not as a normal person. And the day when I decided to change my life, everything started changing. The entire universe started coming and helping me to make my life better. But initially first 3 to 4 months is going to be testing period for you by nature. The nature will test you how much committed you are, how much determined you are, how much consistent you are. And the nature will come and put some obstacles in your life to deviate you from the goal. And the moment when you stick to the process, and it's so by ignoring every temptations and every fun and entertainment and all, then life is going to be full of flowers, not the rocks. Understood? Okay, how's the presentation?
It's good.
Excellent, sir.
Great.
Excellent.
Very,
Excellent.
very informative, sir.
It's great,
Great.
sir.
Great.
It's helpful, sir.
Great.
You got
Very
to know something
informative.
new for the first time in your life today.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Yes, Bhargavi.
We learned lot of this session, sir. I didn't listen this type of session in my life.
Yes.
This is first time I listen this. I am listen this type of class.
Yes.
No one will teach it. this type of session. When we joined particular class, they told only that type of classes. If we joined English classes, they told only English classes only. They
But
taught never this type of classes.
uh,
Change means completely change. Change. We want to change.
why to change 1% and then
Wow.
remaining?
Yes, 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 yes. Why we want only English?
Everything
We
else
have to
can be
change
changed at the
it
same time.
completely.
Exactly.
Yes.
That is what my
Thanks.
motto is.
Yes,
That is
sir.
what my
Thank
motto
you.
is.
Thank
If
you
you are
so much,
spending
sir.
your 3 months time under me by spending some money, why to change only one aspect? Anyhow,
Yes.
by the end of 3 months, you will improve your communication skill. There is no doubt in that. Why not change some other things also at the same time? Now you
Yes.
see a lot of advertisements in Instagram saying that are you procrastinating? Then join my webinar. Are you delaying your things? Are you not knowing how to manage your time? Join in my class. Are you not knowing how to manage your mind? Join in my class. Are you not knowing how to speak confidently? Join in my class. Don't you know how to clear the interviews? Join in my one-stop solution for everything. Why to join in 100 things? I can make one thing, where you can learn 100 things, and that's the purpose of this class. You don't need any other things. You can yourself can do everything on your own. Once you know the basics of the world, how world works, how your universe works, how your brain works, how your psychology works, then you can write your own things and you can start your own webinars that okay, I learned something how mind works and now I will teach the people. Join in my webinar. And the sad thing is people are not believing me, but it's okay, it's fine, because you can't, they have never seen it. I always say one simple example, okay? When you take a child to jewelry shop and you offered one chocolate and then one diamond, what they will choose? Chocolate only. For them, they don't know the value of diamond, and it's not my mistake, it's their mistake, okay? So but definitely people will come to know, and you have believed in me, right? That's why you joined. And I don't force anyone, okay? Remember, it should, this is something is going to change your life itself. Then why that must immediately should, I don't want to convince anyone. If you get convinced by looking at me, you feel like this is the right man who will change my life, if you feel, then only I'll take such kind of people. And if I show these things and all, everyone is going to join in my class, but I don't want. You know how karma works? Karma works in the back end. If karma works immediately, instantaneously, everybody become disciplined and very good, right? If you did something wrong, next day itself you will get the punishment, means you will never do the wrong thing, because now you are completely conscious about karma, and then you will always do very safely. In the same way, if I put everything what we are doing in our class, then I know hundreds of thousands of people are going to join. But that should not happen. They should realize themselves and then come. Then only I'll change them, not by forcing them, not by influencing them, not by, I'm very biggest influencer, okay? I can influence the people mind within a fraction of minutes if I want, but I don't want to do it. A lot of people calls me to know about the class. If they give me extra 10 minutes of them, I can change their mindset completely. But I don't do that. I'll just simply listen to them, what they say and what their problem, and then if I feel they are good, then I'll take, otherwise no. So understand my intention. And you might have seen the Instagram, my reels and wherever comments, and you might have feel exaggerated, but no, nothing is exaggerated. They are writing their comments completely out of their own feelings, and same thing for you as well. And it's not any normal class, any normal English class, nor communication, nothing. This class is something to change you completely out of your present situation. And surprisingly, this class only visible to the people who are in their last stage of hope, not to everyone again. They feel like their life is completely almost damaged, and then they look for the man who can change their life. Then that's the, to that kind of people only this class is visible. They are looking desperate change for, they are looking for desperate change, they are looking for something, miracle in their life, and then they will go through different things, then they get attracted to me and they join. You may be thinking this is also something, but some of you know, right? You can relate to what I'm talking about, you can feel through. huh so sometimes I feel I'm a human being or god. But no, I'm an instrument in the god's hand. I'm just serving his purpose, and I'm making the some more servants who can serve him. It could be any god, any god. It could be nature, it could be anything. But be ready. Life is changing. You should change. And that change should last for long. But really, I'm very happy, okay, by looking at your enthusiasm. I'm really surprising by looking at how you are writing that 4 or 5 pages of, and then how are you speaking for 40-50 minutes. And that day when you are giant, then I could see a lot of people started speaking on the same day itself and coming up with a great attitude. That motivates me more to do more to you and more good to you. And I'm really really happy now, because I've not expected. I used to usually see that changes will happen after 1 month or 2 months, but now within a days only people started changing. Very great. Yes, Sampath.
Even initially I was not able to speak 5 minutes also. Now I can speak more than minimum 30 minutes. I can speak with some strangers also. That is what within 10 days I got this confidence.
Yes, see. My energy, you know how powerful it is. It can easily transform whatever the situation you come from. It I will change within matter of days. That's the power I accumulated. Yeah, anyone want to share anything? Only 30 seconds to speak whatever you want to speak. Okay. Yeah, Bhargavi.
Yesterday is the first day of my speaking buddy challenge, sir. I'm here to speak strangers. Before that, I participated in Ace Fluency platform. I'm starting to speak strangers before 6 months. Uh, there are in that platform some people speaking with me very badly. On that time, I'm getting very fear to speak strangers. I stopped to speaking on that platform. After that, I didn't talk. You said from 4 days start speaking buddy activity, but I didn't start the because of I am getting fear to speak with strangers because of before I have fear. Yesterday, I took some encourage from your words and start speaking, buddy. And start I spoke with Chandana. She she talked very active and she listening my words very patiently also. I spoke with her nearly for 54 minutes. That is the first time that much of fluency I speak with strangers. That is the first time, 54 minutes. I never talked that much of time with strangers.
See. It's not a big deal. Okay. It
That
happens.
is very big deal for me also, sir.
But it's for me normal. I know. Because I know what you are capable of, then I know how to bring that best in you. Then for me it's normal because I see every time. That's why only I'm saying while taking you into itself the class, I tell you I will change you. This did you remember every time I say this line to you when I'm taking you, believe me and come and join in my class, I'll change you like that. I'll say how confidently I say that because I know I've changed it right already. Some of the people, yeah. Great, Bhargavi. Anyone?
Okay, sir.
Mm. You very rarely get this opportunity to speak in front of this many people. Okay.
I want to give today feedback.
Yeah, please.
Today we learn why we are in this stage. Every tool has every machine has a manual, but we have the most sophisticated brain and complex brain tool, but we don't have any manual. Because of you, today we read our manual how to handle our brain. That is the very good thing. But what we have to, which part we have to control, give our control to our mind. That is the prefrontal cortex. That is the rational thinkers. So we have to give more. We have to use more and more the prefrontal cortex. But you give some advices like that. I forgot something about that. But working and more and learning language, adapting, and everything is in the prefrontal cortex. So if you don't use more and more, it give punish to in future. The boon, we have the boon amygdala. Initially, it has a boon. Now it becomes the curse like that to ours. So we have to use less the amygdala. Then only we survive in this world. This is I learned. So do good things continuously. Then the prefrontal cortex works more. Then we got willpower. We become in a good citizen or good man in the society, I think.
Okay, great. Thank you, sir. Nice.
Good
Is
evening,
it?
sir.
Who is that? Yeah, like, yeah. Sorry.
When you told all things, that time I think like I'm previously I used to only amygdala with brain. If we don't know about this, if we future we are also living with the only amygdala brain. It's more if we think like if we now I'm feeling like how I live with how I am think with that. And previously I used to listen my amygdala and watch it and know things like Big Boss consistently without getting anything. And when I'm after you saying suggestions like out when I'm doing meditation, my amygdala brain dominates me. Just open eyes, don't do. But after you were saying this, all things I change a lot, and my brain also. I'm using my brain. Uh, what is used to me. Yes, thank you, sir, for taught this all the great things for us.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Alekia. Nice. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, quick. Anyone? We have very less
Yes,
time.
sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, Kavya.
I was back to my first presentation where I listened to these new words, and it was like a gentle reminder to me nowadays that to use my human brain and not amygdala, because at times we may listen to the things but we not practice them, so we can change our habits due to our lifestyle. But nowadays I am like I feel like I am using like more monkey brain, so I want to use and be more use prefrontal cortex, and it was a great session, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Say no to your pleasures. That's the best way to deactivate your amygdala. Whenever your mind says sleep, then say no. Whenever your mind says go and eat more food or any junk food, say no. Whenever your mind says go and watch something, then say no. Then slowly, your amygdala feels this man is changed, and then your prefrontal cortex started feeling happy. It will run the show. Once your prefrontal cortex started running your life, I will tell you how it feels. Now I am going through that life, and you can't even imagine. To others, you look like a superhuman. Oh God, you feel like a. To others, you look like a magical person, but to you, just normal. Because that's how the way we should live and understand these things. What is happening in the back end? Okay, yeah. Last two people, and then we'll end the session.
Sir,
Good evening,
can
sir.
you?
Good evening.
Yeah, Ratrashni.
I was joined before 10 days back, sir. I didn't even know how to introduce myself also. Before I can't even speak even less than a minute also. Now I am totally changed, sir. I can't, I, I can't imagine myself. This is Ratnasri or not like that. I'm thinking, sir. Really, I changed a lot. Before I used to do prayer in Telugu, sir. Now without knowing him myself, he, I am doing the prayer in English also, sir. Your words are all ringing around in my brain, sir. Nowadays, what I am doing. Really, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, Ratnasri. Yes, Soumya.
Sir, can you please share me today's recording, sir?
Yeah, I will.
I joined because I am sitting in front of my laptop only by
Okay.
6:50. I thought today's session starts at 7:30. I forgot.
voluminous video because I felt it's a movie or story like that. I'm enjoying it by watching that video. Now I am writing group. Then I am then I am checked the link, today's session link. Then I got to know the session is already started. Then also I want to share one more thing, sir.
Yeah, please.
Before if I did same thing in my school or colleges, that time I felt fear to ask this recording, share me this recording to me. Please tell me what today's session was, what sir told like that. But now I'm able to ask directly, sir. Yeah.
In front of this many people.
Yeah, sir. After that, my laptop charge is also down. Then I moved to some other place and plugged it to charger. So I sit some other place now, sir.
Superb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
If you are this much crazy, then you will see the craziest person in me. Okay.
Yeah.
It's all about you. And if you feel like I can do anything, if you say, then I am ready to do even 100 times more than what you do. Okay. That's the power of me. Okay. Yeah. Adilakshmi.
Good evening, sir. Actually, I'm waiting for my turn, but everyone joined. Now also I got some fear.
Yeah. You joined only one day, right?
Yeah,
It's okay.
exactly.
Yeah, fine.
But I remove some fear now because after listening your class, yeah, today I'm changed myself and I do walk. I done my walking and I had done some exercises. First time it is very difficult to me. Now I follow this exercise daily and really I daily I watched Big Boss and some serials. Now I got some manners. I didn't see. Whenever you told that I unfollowed the Adi Reddy reviewers. I unfollowed that Insta account. All things and now also I want to remove Big Boss watching Big Boss. Yeah, now I
Great.
start. And actually you send me one link. It's a storybooks link. I ordered that books and I got it. And today I started the reading.
Superb.
Thank you.
Yeah. And yes, don't follow any celebrities. Celebrities are fake. They are
Okay.
real celebrities, not real celebrities. If I am checking your accounts and all, okay, don't think that I am just only taking the class and all, okay. I do lot of stacking at the back end. I see what is your mind and all. I should understand, right? Then only I can change you. So guys, reels. They are real celebrities, not real celebrities. They show something to you and they do something else in the back end. But aware of that, they are fake. Okay, how much great in their industry also they are fake. Okay, and my good suggestion to you is just unfollow them. If you go and open my Instagram, you will never see any celebrity, nothing, because I am the celebrity. I want to be a celebrity. The day when you stop chasing the celebrities, you have the tendency and you will have the great opportunities to become your own self as a celebrity. Don't you have any small self-respect or ego? You block your friend right when they don't reply you or they don't call you back. Then why don't you do someone? And why are you putting their birthday status and all? Why are you celebrating cake? I call them the fools and idiots. And it's okay if you have done so far, but don't do it again. It's okay. Your friends are doing and all. Let them do what is happening. You and your life is you only. That's it. No friend is going to come and save you. And they will give you something, but again they'll ask you whatever they give. It's a transactional based. And then why are you wasting your life for someone else? Now my friends all went to movie. It's okay, let them enjoy. My enjoyment is this. And next moment they'll come and say that I'm feeling headache and I did not get sleep night 12 o'clock 2 o'clock, and then they sleep up to morning 9 10 11 12, and then entire Sunday will go away. That's it. And then again evening they'll wake up and they'll say, Arey, we'll go for tea because I'm feeling headache. Entire day is revolving around headache and pains only. Then when will you do something for your life? See, Where you invest your time, that's where value comes out of your life. So invest. So far I know you don't know how to live your life, and because no one taught you how to lead your life, being an example. People tell 100 words will not have any power. You may think that I'm changing you because of my words. Never, never. My actions are speaking now, not me. I've shown my YouTube, right, recently. The batch people, you have seen, right? That's the power which I created. The day when you have a guts to show your YouTube home, then that day you have changed. Okay. Yeah. So other people may be thinking we have not seen his YouTube channel. I'll show you future. Okay. Not. Thank you. Take care and write down the feedbacks and be ready for Monday session. And tomorrow, spend your time with the habits. Whatever you are doing, don't take holiday. Okay, holiday for Sunday, because I have other commitments. Tomorrow I'm not going to take break for training and all. I have other outside trainings and all. I go train the other people who are less underprivileged, who are living in a very poverty areas and slum areas. I go and train them. Okay, tomorrow. And at the same time, I am not stopping my learning and all. I go and take my own practice and all in other areas. So it's Sunday for our class, not for our daily life. Okay, so do it everything and then continue. So far you are sleeping, eating, enjoying and all. For next 3-4 months, do this fasting. Okay, and do these things whatever I'm suggesting. You will get an immense amount of confidence, the confidence which cannot be shaken by anything. Once you get that confidence, that is visible on your face and your body language itself, the moment when you go interview area itself, they'll feel like he's the right candidate, like that. And that's what you are want. These things and all I'll be explaining in the future presentation, how it is interlinked and all. Mind-blowing science, mind-blowing science. And science, so far what we are reading till now, everything is wrong. Nowadays new science is coming to the picture, new physics, new chemistry, everything is new. But books have not changed, books are not ready to change. But I am going to tell you the new science. So far you don't understand what physics is, chemistry is, biology, nothing. You don't need. Now I'm going to train you on physics and metaphysics and psychology, science and neuroscience and universe, everything I'll train you. And with this knowledge, you can go and survive your life. Okay. Yes, thank you. Take care. Bye. We'll meet
Thank you, sir.
Monday morning in your respective batches and evening. Okay, so
Thank you, sir.
meanwhile, take care and okay,
Thank
come out
you.
of